Howdy, everybody. How we going? It's down to the final hour of the Aquila Kickstarter campaign, which has been, I can say, a little bit up and down this campaign. It's been a little bit crazy. It hasn't helped that I have been without power for almost a week.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
I don't know this.
I went to Adelaide and went to a convention. I thought, oh, it's cool. I'm a comic book guest. This is going to be fantastic. It got about 3/4 of the way through the day. Massive storm, worst storm in 64 years. 85,000 homes lose power, including the convention center. So we literally got our phones out with our torches on. Trying to speak to people and everything, and then the power didn't come on for another week, which meant I was in an Airbnb with no candles, no power, unable to kind of interact with all of our amazing community. So it's been quite an amazing journey through this whole process. But we're here to the final hour, and we've still got just a little bit to go. We're at $172 off our $20,000 target, and that's where we want to get to. So Absolutely. We're going to reach out to all you guys that are here watching us. I can see we're up to over 50 people watching us live. We're going to reach out to you guys to help us get across the line in the last hour. But
yes, please. Let's get it over 20.
How are you going, mate? Before
I'm going well, man. I'm going well. I've had a busy day. Just kind of got back from seeing a buddy of mine did a short film premiere, which was fantastic. It's amazing. It was genuinely mind blowing. Very, very impressed. And just kind of keeping this kind of crazy thing kind of going. And I'm just I'm really, really excited for this final hour. Everyone's been so generous, especially, it's as usual, it's difficult times for a lot of people, but they've still been super generous to kind of pledge and support a spin-off. And the only reason we're able to kind of do this is because of all you people. And the more you contribute, the more you're here, the more we can keep doing this. And we love doing this. So thank you all very much. And so hello, everyone that's been saying hello.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. I've always talked about this community in regards to I've done quite a few different projects, but this community seems to be really engaged, absolutely fantastic in regards to sharing it out, spreading the word, and then on top of that, the financial support that they show us is absolutely amazing. And I do have to shout out to the amazing backer that got our $7,500 reward tier, which was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that tipped us over the edge, man. That was our you get this lucky person is creating a graphic novel with us, so that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's really cool because we gathered it might have been one of our existing fans that might have done it, but this is a totally brand new fan. Just had checked out the campaign, thought it was amazing, and then kind of wanted to be a part of it. So super excited to work with them in regards to doing that as well. So yeah,
absolutely.
But we got everyone here. It's amazing, from Canada, from the US, all over the US and everything, which is pretty amazing. So hello to everybody. So
my little sister is chatting. Let's see. We got someone from Texas, Canada. I mean, you've already said NC. Is that North Carolina? Is that North Carolina? We got Salem, Massachusetts. What else we got?
We got Grace, who's the writer on this series that's popped in listening to us at work. So hello, Grace, and thank you for your amazing work on this series. I've been very impressed with what you've come up with on here. So we look forward to working with you more as well. So
definitely, we got. I think we got here Hartford, Connecticut, Palm Springs, Cali. That's only about an hour and a half away from me, maybe a bit longer. We got Florida, Bonsoir. So we have a French person in the house. PA. What is that? PA. Oh, I'm sorry. It's escaping me. And I'm wanting to become a citizen. I need to know this stuff.
We got Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah. So hello, everyone. Denmark. We got people from all around the world, which is fantastic. Thank you. Like, it's so awesome. Atlanta, ever been? I have been to Atlanta. I'm actually going to Atlanta next month. Pennsylvania. Somebody said Pennsylvania, so I think that's what it is. We got Tennessee, Kentucky. We got people from all over America.
This is crazy.
Cuba. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I just refreshed. Take a look, buddy.
Refresh. Okay. Well, I'll refresh live on. Oh,
we did it.
Yes, we're there.
We made the 20K.
Guys, you're not even going to let us build up the suspense.
I know. Thanks, guys.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get it to 30. No.
No. There we go.
Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone. We absolutely adore you. We are so appreciative. And we're so great to be able to be a part of this and to keep, like, now we're gonna get it done. We're gonna pump it out to you. We're gonna get the next volume done. We're gonna pump that out to you, and we're just gonna keep going until we kind of want to move on to make it into something different. Like, I saw a comment in the comment section talking about, like, do I want to make it into a TV series? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Like, I've got ideas of how I want it done in my brain.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, I've just got a ton of ideas, so I'm really, really happy.
And it's been nice that not that we're going to throw names out there, but there had been a little bit of interest from a studio here in Australia to begin with. So the more content we're able to create, the more we're able to kind of get in the door and kind of see stuff. And you'll notice a lot of the stuff that gets made now is stuff that already has an audience. So the best thing about us is that you guys, the fans, are the ones that will help us get this made. And that's the amazing thing that I never get kind of tired of. I think it's absolutely amazing that it's like these guys that support us, that we can then go to a company and say, hey, look, this is the amount of backers we've got. This is the amount of community that likes what we're doing, and it helps from there. But the other thing I like, Dan, is this, and what you kind of bring to the table is a lot of people that have never used Kickstarter before. And, this their first time, their first project. And I really enjoy that as well, being able to bring new people onto the platform, and can be a little bit of a rabbit hole. And that once you start backing projects and everything, but it is amazing to kind of have so many people, jump on and help other creators.
Yeah, I don't know what to say in regards to, like, the support and like people who are not normally into this kind of stuff, and the fact that I can kind of bring them to it. I mean, you brought me into this world as well, Shaun. So, I have you to thank as well. And Yeah, like I try and buy it. I try and be as with the advertising on Instagram. Try and be as open as possible about, okay, this is what you do, this is how you do it, show everything, kind of just make it as easy as we possibly can, because I know a lot of people are really, really busy. Hey, Trishy. So I used to work with Trish back in when I was like 21, 22, 23. I
so
did.
last year. Last
Yeah, exactly. Last year. I did promotional work, and she worked in the office with us. She was one of the bigwigs. So, hey, Trishy, how you doing?
I love this. Grace hasn't stopped hustling. She's like, okay, well, 10 more people to 200
10 more
backers.
people. 10 more people.
That's it. Even we've got the $9 digital pledge up there. 10 more people get to 200 backers. That's
right. Well, I've seen a few people in there kind of like, how can I help? So basically, you like if you want to put the link in
the chat, that might help. Yeah, that might.
Basically, all you do is you click on the link, you sign up to Kickstarter. If you don't already have an account, you go to the Aquila page and you go down to the reward section and you have a look at all the different reward tiers that you can choose from. And it ranges from, what is it, $9?
Yep,
$9, which is a digital, where you'll get the graphic novel sent to you like via email in digital form. And then 25, 36 or whatever it is, which is like you get like the actual physical copy. You get digital copies of the original 2 volumes, which we've already created. This is the spin-off. I mean, Shaun will kind of show you a little bit of it right there. All the way up to, well, we did have $7,500 tier, but somebody's already taken that. Unless somebody just wants to donate $7,500, and you're perfectly fine doing that. I will not begrudge you doing that. All the way up to like you could create your own. You could create a cover for this graphic novel
available. So yeah,
that is
one experience left.
Yeah, so we got the Ultimate Dan experience. So the $1,000 you get to, is that the one where you get to create the cover?
The 1 hour Zoom with you is the $1,000 one.
Okay, 1 hour Zoom with me is $1,000. Plus you get like all the other stuff like live experience with me. You get the PDF bundle, which is everything in PDF form. You get the main cover of Aquila. You get variant cover of Aquila in physical, and you get an exclusive print of your design, I believe. Is that correct?
Yep, correct.
Yep.
Then you get the design your own cover.
Yeah. And so, $750 is the design your own cover. Ow. You got sharp nails. I need to trim them. And so basically with you design your own cover, you will work with us about, okay, this is what you want the cover to look like. We will design it for you. And then we will give you a copy of Aquila with your own design on it and maybe 10 other copies. And you were the only one that has that. So yeah, sign up to Kickstarter. We'll give the link is in the chats.
Yep.
And you get to select which reward tier you want and what goodies you would like. So all the way from $9, as I said, to $1,000. So take a look, have a look at that right now, see which ones you want, and select it, pledge back, and we will be eternally grateful.
Yes, and we've got, what are we down to now? We have 43 minutes to go.
Yep, 43 minutes, and then boom, we're locked out.
Yep, that's it. So we've got 43 minutes to support. We've hit that $20,000 mark, but as we said, anything over that, we can kind of, as we said, can contribute to the next volume and everything. So the good thing about this one, Dan, is that we're actually already at the editing stage for this one. So it's literally us, just having a meeting, going through all the dialogue, and then it will be ready to go straight to print, which I think's probably the quickest turnaround we've had on a Fractured Shards
and we'll get it out to you super quick, guys. We'll get it out to you super quick this time. I know sometimes it's been a little bit hard because of, especially in the first two, like COVID, and just getting it to people around the world. Like, you got to understand, like, we are independent. We don't have the machine that, say, Marvel does or anything else. We are doing this like on our own back. So patience is like greatly appreciated. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than we want, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But we'll get it out to you, we promise. Jax, yes, somebody did bid that. They have taken it. So we'll have a discussion with them in all due time, and we'll talk about the graphic novel that we want to create with them, which will be a part of the Fractured Shards universe. So it's really good.
Yeah, so and it was really exciting. It was another indie creator. Not that I know the person. They had found us through Kickstarter recommendations. So as I said, it wasn't a fan or anyone that had known about our project before. So it was really cool to kind of get someone totally brand new into the campaign and into the universe, which is really cool. So
yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, if anyone's got a spare 750, let's create a cover. I like that kind of makes me. I like all that when people pick those tiers, obviously because it's good financially, but it's kind of cool that we then get the fans to actually have a say in like what it's going to look like. The cover, like the graphic novel cover, and then creating the graphic novel. And the gentleman from, was it New South Wales, he said?
Yeah. So rural New South Wales. I don't want to give too much of the person's information away, but rural New South Wales. And he's got a couple of ideas of himself of what he kind of wants to do, and we're going to send him Fractured Shards to read and kind of get a feel for the universe, and kind of exciting to let someone else play around a little bit in the universe, and then at the end of it they have like a little bit of a creative title next to their name in regards to the series, and it becomes Fractured Shards lore as well, type of thing. So even with Aquila, the reason why we did this book was based on another character that we're like, we could tell this story and that would be kind of cool. So yeah.
It's pretty awesome. So I'm very much looking forward to how much is just for a Zoom to talk to Dan. What level is that?
I think we've got one of these left as well. So the Dan experience is 375, and we have a few of those left. We've only got 2 backers at level, and that gives you a 10 to 15 minute one-on-one with Dan. The StreamYard will go for a full hour. You'll just be in the stream with a few other people, but you'll have Dan to yourself for 10 to 15 minutes, and that's at 375. So yeah. And again, I should mention that this is Australian dollars. So if you're in the US, we worked it out to be about 30% off. I think we said 30 to 35% off. So these are in Australian dollars. But if you log in on the US site, you'll see the actual price will automatically change for you, type of thing. But yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you save 30% in American dollars. What's Canada's? I think it might be like you save like maybe 10-15%.
Yeah, I think it's about 10. It's very similar at the moment to Australian. So
see XE. Let's have a look at XE.
Yes, that's a great idea. We need a fractured cat. Yeah, need to design up a little fractured cat or something. So yeah,
sounds good. I mean, we've got the little superstar right here to to copy off.
Do a mold off or something.
So if you like, just say you did the 375 one in Canadian dollars, that's $330, and in American, that's $249. So god damn, you save a lot of money.
That is a great.
It's down to according to this, like it's 66 cents to the dollar.
Is there a one-on-one Zoom including the $1,000? Yes. So that $1,000 one gives you a 1 hour all to yourself with Dan. So a 1 hour Zoom call, Amy. So that is.
You'll be all mine, Amy. You'll be all mine yet again.
So, and I'll tell you what, they've been really good. Like, I shouldn't be saying that they've been really good. I'm sure that you've enjoyed it, but one of the previous ones, we had a lady just get on and talk about her love of beer with you for about an hour, which was kind of cool. So
yeah, we spoke. She told me about like a particular stew that she wanted me to make, and it like you make it with beer, like maybe like a Guinness or something like that, and then you have a beer with it too. So I can't remember what it was. Let's see here. And Gina Marie, yeah, I would not object to you spending that money to have a chat with me.
Do you like both cats and dogs, or are you just a cat?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I grew up with cats, so cats were like my thing. But I love dogs as well. So, but it's just easier where I am to have these little babies because I'm so busy as well that like a dog would be a little bit more dependent on me. I mean, obviously these little kitties were dependent on me in the beginning. There still are, obviously, but they're a bit more independent. So that's why I got the cats, just because there's so many times where I'm just not home for a long time.
Yeah. And that goes to say what Melissa's saying. You've been quite busy lately. With not only days, but I saw that you did a fans of days day.
Day of Days. That was a lot of fun. That was my first ever one. It was really, really good and super busy for such a short period of time, which was great. I'm looking forward to. I'm sure they're going to do another one next year, and they'll give like maybe a year in advance, or let like maybe 10 months or 12 months, which will give everybody an opportunity to actually plan their year around it. Because I know that's what they've done in previous years, but this year they just they announced it so late because they were having a bidding war with the location.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they kept getting outbid, and so they had to keep going back and forth, and that's why it took so long to get the space. So, business behind the scenes things that we don't ever get to see.
It's because I guess with everything being locked down for so long, now it's like, well, if you want to show and you want to do something, then a lot of people are in the same boat wanting to do it. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it's kind of crazy. I saw somebody ask what the Chrissy, let's talk about Skittles. Taste
question. Here we go. When will my card be charged for the one? Okay, so at the moment, the campaign ends in 43 or 34 minutes now. If you pledge for it now, it would be charged within 34 minutes. If you don't have the funds at the time, you can still pledge, and it gives you up to a week to make that payment. So Kickstarter is really good in regards to every about 48 hours. It will try and retake that money out. So because we are in the final hour, it is towards the end of this campaign. So you would be charged today in regards to when you pledge. So yes, we've got Gosh Ripley is just too adorable.
I know. I mean, just look at her. I just interrupted her cleaning herself, so she's upset with me now. Don't go. Stay.
What are the kitties' names? So Ripley.
So this is Ripley, named after Lieutenant Ellen Ripley of the Alien franchise. And up there is Quint. He's just chilling out, looking over his domain. And he's named after Mr. Quint from Jaws, played by Robert Shaw.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's, I've had that in my mind for a long time.
Like Jax has already worked it out. So 1,000 Australian is about 895 Canadian. So perfect.
Yeah,
good question. Is Days the only thing you're playing in at the moment?
At the moment, yes. The only thing I'm playing in at the moment. Potential other couple of projects like in the works, but until you're on set doing that, you don't really talk about it because anything can change. You know what I mean? But at the moment, yeah, like I'm under contract. they're working me to the bone right now. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got? I'm looking forward to EJ getting even.
Even to Ava. Maybe not. We'll find out.
I find it interesting because we're so far behind here in Australia. I think we're like 3 or 4 months behind, which is not as bad as it used to be. I think we're a couple of years behind here. So it's interesting when people put up stuff. I'm like, I'm not sure where that's up to. So
no. Well, I mean, another interesting thing is like all that stuff that's happening now, which is like me and Ava, like we shot that like maybe 6 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Maybe like 4 to 6 months ago. Like we shot that a long time ago. So we do interviews for like soap like magazines and online publications, and they go, okay, so this is what's happening right now. Da, da, da. And you're like, yes, that's right. I remember filming that.
So do you do that just in case like people get sick and all that type of stuff, or is it?
I don't know. I think it's just got to do with like how soaps make money now, or something like that. Just like if they pump it out far in advance, they can sell it off. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's like, I know when I first arrived, before like during the pandemic, they had almost erased like 8 months worth of 8 months worth of advanced episodes, because it went like they'd stopped working for a long period of time. Let's see here. Oh, we've gained $14.
Yeah, we got 2 backers. Another extra 2 backers.
Yeah,
and
8 more backers. We get to the 200, the sweet spot, and now everything regarding the money is gravy. So if anyone wants to do the private one-on-one, like get on it, girl.
We got, if you had a choice, what would you prefer the graphic novel be adapted into, a movie or a TV series?
TV series.
Yeah. I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, you have a look like multiple episodes of or multiple volumes of this graphic novel, and we're trying to think of it in a way of like, how would we do this as a TV series as we create it into a graphic novel? And there's just so much story. Like I've even had ideas like in volume 1 that I would add into if volume 1 was like episode 1, the pilot episode. Like there's just so much. Like the graphic novels that we put out there is like what we come up with in this moment. And then when it's adapted to TV, there are so many more ideas that we all have that we're like, oh, let's add this in. Let's do this now. And there's this. And I think it's really cool. Like, yeah, so definitely TV series. More to explore and more exploring the environment.
Yeah, definitely. Love You on Days. Would you ever think of doing a Hallmark movie?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'd need to obviously audition and get the role, but I would not shy away from doing a Hallmark film. I can be a cheesy
Hallmark movie
where you're cheesy Australian. I can be like hey guys, I'm Australian out in the snow.
I was going to say, trapped in America, trying to get home and fall in love with the baggage handler lady at the airport.
Yep. I mean, it writes itself.
My wife loves Hallmark movies, but I'm like, don't you find that they all are very similar, honey? They're almost the same. She's like, yeah, but that's what I love about them. That's what I absolutely love about them. Yeah. So
people know exactly. That's exactly what people want. That's exactly what they love. And so, yeah, they go to what's familiar. They go to what they know what to expect. Gina Marie, I think, Shaun just posted the link right there.
I've just posted the link in the comments. So yes, depending on what you're watching on, It has posted to the YouTube and to Dan's page, Facebook page. Yep, you've got it. So that's good. Wasn't sure. Depending on we go live to so many places these days. I don't know which place has comments and doesn't these days, which is cool.
Yeah,
so.
You're like, I don't know where we are.
What is this thing? What, do you prefer playing a villain or a nice guy?
Villain.
Because I'm like, you are
always
like
a villain. I'm never a nice guy. I'm always a villain.
But you are always a super nice guy. So I find it interesting that you do usually play like more of a villainous type of character. And even with Agron, like Agron was a great character. But at the start, it was very much about just him and his brother, and really didn't give a crap about anyone else type of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, his character grew, and I loved his story arc. But even then, like, your character was a little bit more of like, oh well, you know, who do you think you are type of thing. So
yeah, I mean, like in regards to say the hero or the nice guy, I would like the nice guy to be flawed and have villainous aspects to it. That's what's entertaining. Just like what you said with Agron. Like Agron, he was one of the good guys, but he wasn't a very nice person. Like when it came, like he was to the people that he loved. He was stubborn. He was a bit of a dick. And that's kind of similar to EJ. Like EJ he's like, as a couple of the other actors on the show say, I'm the villain. I'm one of the villains of the show. And I'm always backstabbing. I'm always trying to do this, but I've got these ethics of family first. Family is the most important. It's all about family, family, family. And I will protect the family, but also I will stab my family in the back to protect the legacy of the family. So he's complicated.
This is a great question for Dan. What would you consider is the most challenging role?
Most challenging role, like that I've done to date, or what I would want to do. Well, I mean, I've done. EJ is challenging mentally because the amount of dialogue that you have to learn and the speed at which you shoot. So that's very, very challenging in that way. Spartacus was very challenging physically. That would be that. Like Spartacus was very challenging physically. EJ, Days of Our Lives, challenging mentally because the amount of dialogue that you have to learn is kind of insane.
And for me, what is the most challenging part of what I do? I'm going to say the most challenging part for me is just finding balance.
Getting dance
in my balance in my life in regards to everything that I've got on. I've juggled quite a few different projects, and I've got 2 little girls. I've got a wife. I work at another job as well, and just trying to find balance through all of that, and trying not to kind of burn out. And you would probably say this, Dan, with Days of Our Lives, the amount of lines you have to learn, and you're working like pretty much non-stop for a considerable amount of time before you get a little bit of a breathing space, and then you go back into it again. Like it can be quite challenging not to kind of burn out that way. Where if you did a movie role, you would go, you'd shoot, you do your parts, and then you would have probably a bit of a break between the next type of filming or something.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just good in life as well. It's just balance and kind of keeping things kind of going forward, because we've all got all these other things to do, and then this is like a bit of fun on the side that requires a lot of work. And so, if you want to thank people, thank Shaun and Stephen. They are the ones, like, they put in so much work, and I'm kind of like here to kind of do my little part here and there. But so like, Shaun and Stephen, you guys are the real heroes of this. Like, you do so much work, and I just kind of like go, hey, I'm pretty. I'm gonna
that is so not true.
I mean, I got to thank my brother as well. And my bro has done so much work with all the editing and stuff like that, and he makes the posts that I do so much more exciting and engaging. So.
And I have to say, like, your family is absolutely amazing. Like, if you guys haven't seen on Dan's post or any of my posts, Dan's family surprised me at Brisbane Supernova, where I was a comic book guest at. Your mum did try to trick me in regards to asking what Fractured Shards was, but I recognized her straight away, and she's like, "Oh, really?" But you know, it was really nice to kind of have your family, like, they're super supportive of you know, everything you do, but to be supportive of the graphic novel and everything as well has been really nice to kind of see. So
yeah, no, they're good people. I'm very, very, very lucky, very grateful to have such a wonderful supportive network around me.
Jax, you've been in hospital, mate. Hope you're all good now. So
I hope everything is good and healthy for you, and I'm very much looking forward to having a chat with you too. So thank you very much for contributing to the campaign in that way. But I'm glad you're doing well.
Well, if you get the one-on-one, you can play out a Hallmark movie for an hour. Like,
yeah, let's do it. Let's go, Chrissy.
So. Marina, you want to pledge? Okay, let me throw the link in again. We've got less than 20 minutes now. We are still at 193 backers, so we need 7 more backers to get to 200 backers. But I'll just chuck the link in again there for you guys, so that you can pledge and back and support and all that type of stuff. Love you as EJ.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Appreciate you.
Don't see any of this in the UK. What do you mean, Lisa? What don't you see? You let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Be more specific.
That's a good question. How long did you think about doing the graphic novel before you actually started it?
Well, this is a question for you, Shaun.
Well, it's funny because it was a passing comment. I think it was about 3 years ago. Dan was nice enough to come on to my Sunday night live show, Comics to Movies and More. And we were talking either just before or just after the show. You had this idea, which was loosely based on a real life story. And you were like, oh, you know, I think I'll make a really cool movie or TV series and all that type of stuff. And, you know, when you came onto the show, I was like, oh, have you ever thought about doing a graphic novel? And you were like, no, but how do we go about doing that? And then, well, I think it was pretty quick. I think it was only another.
It was other than the next day. Wasn't it like, it was the next day, or was it like 10 minutes later or something as soon as I finished it? It might have been the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, within 6 months, we had artists, Kickstarter prepared, launched, crazingly, we launched a week before Christmas when everyone's like, do not launch a Kickstarter.
Yeah, but it was also like mid-pandemic.
Yeah, it was 2020.
Yeah,
2020. So all the do not do's in Kickstarter we did, and it was phenomenal. The support was just, ridiculous. We had 420 backers. We raised over $26,000, and it was just, absolutely phenomenal. But it was quite a quick process. I think just since then, and because it's been so successful, we've really now just tried to nut out like where the story is going, what story we want to tell, and then how many volumes we want to tell that story in. So then we can come back to you guys and let you guys know that as fans, going, okay, this is going to be an 8-volume series. We might still do more after that, but at least that, in 8 volumes, you'll get like a good story arc, so on and so forth. So, and yeah, we've got the third one almost completed, volume 3, and we're just starting now to work on the script for volume 4. So, everything's moving ahead quite quickly, and we're hoping to get this out even quicker in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the more we get out, the more like the better we are at it. The more foundation we build, the more networking we do to be able to kind of like distribute it on a much wider, larger, quicker level. So it's we're still in our infancy, but it's definitely very, very exciting.
Being told that you play the perfect villain, that's why you are a good villain. So
thank you very much, Chrissy. Thank you. How long we got left? We got 16 minutes. So like if you want to pledge, get in now. We've only got 16 minutes left, and then it's done.
Oh, that was not even rehearsed. Yeah, I cannot hold a tune. I am totally tone deaf. Whenever I hear my voice back, even on these type of shows, I'm like, is that what I really sound like? Really?
Well, I think I sound Australian.
I was like, I sound so much more Aussie than I think I am. So
do I sometimes. I'll hear my voice back and I'm like, oh, okay, this is happening.
And we've got the amazing colorist on
there he is,
Anthony.
He colors our stuff. He's amazing, absolutely amazing.
How is it doing scenes with Tony?
Good. We don't. I unfortunately don't do that many with Tony, with Teo. But it's always great. We sit down and we have a big chats about Australia because he's from Australia, he's from Sydney, we just have a chat about that when we're going back, what we've been doing, and it's just that familiar kind of Aussie back and forth, which is really good. So it's always a pleasure to work with Teo. But I wish I'd got to play with him a lot more. Got to act with him a lot more.
Oh, that is so going to be screen grabbed.
I know. No, I didn't. Did I ever get a chance to work with John Aniston? No, I didn't. Unfortunately, he wasn't on the show when I mean, he was there, but I never got to do any scenes with him, unfortunately. But he was a legend of the show, and a big hole is left now because since he's passing. So.
Yeah, and I have to say, sad news this morning in regards to Jason David Frank as well, the Green Ranger.
Yeah, I saw that. I just saw that this afternoon. I've had a crazy day, so I haven't really had time to kind of sit down and like read all that stuff. But
yeah, it's been crazy, and even the voice of the Batman animated series earlier, so which is crazy, like that was my Batman and Joker, Mark Hamill as well. So yeah, when I look at Fractured Shards, from what I've seen, I think it would be a streaming thing, not a one and done movie. Yes, we 100% agree.
100% streaming, definitely, because we could push the envelope as much as we want to, because there's no regulations the way that there's regulations on network TV.
So I 100% agree with this, Dan. You need to get on this. Let's make a mock-up poster and tag Marvel in it, everyone. Let's get a mock-up poster. You would make.
I don't know who Dr. Doom is.
Yeah, no, Dr. Doom is. All right, let me. It's already been played by one Australian, but
he looks cool.
Yeah, let's.
He kind of reminds me of. I mean, you won't. I mean, does it matter that? Oh, it's played by John Krasinski. In the alternate universe, in
so this is
alternate universe, latest Strange. I mean, does he ever get out of his outfit. Otherwise, like, what's the point of like me playing it when you don't see who it is?
So that's what they're saying in the latest comic. He actually does. He takes his mask off. So no,
Okay.
Henry Cavill, please, no, you can't have Superman as Doctor Doom. So, but yeah, I reckon you'd make a really good Doctor Doom. And yeah,
Julian McMahon played him in Fantastic Four.
that's who I was thinking of.
Let's see,
Because he's Aussie, isn't he?
Yeah, he is actually.
Yeah,
is Julian McMahon? I think he is. Yeah. He's born in Sydney. Born in Sydney, and then somebody else played it as well. Toby Kebbell.
Yeah, that was in the really. Let's not even talk about that because that was just horrible.
All right, I will not say a word.
Yeah, that was the remake. So,
okay. I mean, one of my buddies edited that, so I'm going to give it praise when I can.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
That's the way to insult them. So we've got 11 minutes left, guys.
11 minutes, guys. If you're going to pledge, do it now. Otherwise,
forever hold your peace.
Yes, that is correct.
So what do we got here? We have Linda. I have seen you on an episode of Chicago Fire. Did you enjoy working with Monica Raymond?
Yeah, Monica was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Like, obviously she was one of the stars of Chicago Fire, and I got to do a really fun guest role in that. Usually guest roles, you pop up here and there, and you don't really have too much of an impact on the episode. You're just there, like, to fill in for the main, like to be something that the main people kind of use as a plot device. But this one was set where we had a major role all the way throughout the episode. So it was a lot of fun. Monica was lovely to work with. I think she's a fantastic human. I haven't spoken to her since then, but she was an absolute pleasure to work with.
I always love like my family, like they always will watch something like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Chicago Fire, and then they're like, "Oh, Shaun, did you know your friend was in this episode?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that was like 3 or 4 years ago." I'm like, "Yeah, I did know he was in that, but thanks for letting me know." Let's get you into trouble, mate. Who is your favorite actor on Days?
There's this Aussie actor. He's about 6'2". I think he replaced this guy called James Scott. It was a role that hadn't been played for a while, and he replaced it. The character's name is Elvis Jr. DeMiro. The actor who plays him, he's an Aussie guy. What's his name? Dan Feuerriegel. Yeah, no, he is my favorite actor on Days of Our Lives. I'm very impressed with everything he does. Lovely bloke. Yeah, that would be my favorite actor on Days. No, everybody that I've worked with is absolutely just fantastic. They're all such sweet human beings. They welcomed me with open arms. They understood the fear and the kind of the deep end that I've been thrown in, and they helped me out whatever they could. So everybody, I don't have a favorite actor. They're all my favorites.
Was it a little bit intimidating going on to a show that has been around for so long with people that have actually been on the show for so long? Like,
yeah, I mean, like I wasn't freaking out too much because they cast me so based on what I did in the audition. So I knew that I was going in the right direction, and I knew that's what they wanted to see. What I was more nervous about was the amount of dialogue I had to learn, whether or not that would be able to translate to good work, because I'm just remembering my lines the whole time. And I was really nervous on my first day. And it was a scene with Brian and Ali. And I was like nervous about my lines. I need to learn my lines, and they want me to do it all in one take and because they made such they made that of such importance during the audition process. Like, if you screw up, just keep going, do it all at once. And both of them screwed up like 4 or 5 times. And so that just made me like, oh, it made me completely relaxed, because it was no big deal that they screwed up. And I was making it a big deal in my mind of screwing up. But then they screwed up and they're like, whatever. And they didn't care. And then they just started again. And that just made me immediately comfortable. So. You there, Shaun? Or is it just me now?
I am. No. It is both of us. There we go. Just got.
All right, we've got 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, so we've only got 6 minutes to go. So we are still seven backers away from that 200 mark. So if there's anyone out there that is looking to help us get to that magic 200 number, that would be absolutely amazing. So
let's get up to 200, or click the link, sign up to Kickstarter, pledge whichever tier you think is most appropriate for you, and let's do this.
I'll chuck
up to 200.
Yeah, I'll check the link in the comments just so, because there has been an amazing amount of people interacting with us. So I'll just chuck the link in there again, just to make sure that you guys know where to go, and you can quickly sign up, or if you've already got one, pledge now. So yes, Melissa has said congratulations to both you on your success.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to you guys as well. So that is amazing. We got, what is your favorite scene as EJ?
Oh God. Done a lot of them. There's a couple of scenes coming up which I haven't seen them, but I enjoy doing them very much, because they're a little departure from what I usually do. So I'm thinking something in there is going to be my favorite, but I just got to wait to see how they turn out, because you shoot it and you move on and you don't see it again, so you have no idea. It's like, sometimes I'll watch an episode just for the hell of it, and I'll be like surprised or like ugh, but I think what's coming up for me, I'm looking forward to seeing.
Do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia?
No,
we don't.
No, we don't. No.
So this one's are you a fan of Kylie? I'm guessing that's Kylie Minogue that they're asking.
I mean, if we're talking about Kylie Minogue, yeah, everybody loves Kylie Minogue in Australia.
Yeah, she's like the
neighbor's darling.
Yeah, the nice girl. Hey, and talking about Neighbours is coming back. I don't know if you heard, Dan. Did you hear?
I have not heard. What brought it back?
Amazon Prime has brought the rights to Neighbours. So it's going to start shooting early 2023 with a mid-2023 release. It's going to still be played on free-to-air here in Australia on Channel 10, but then also shown on Prime worldwide. So thank you very much, Amazon Prime. So.
Wow, look at that. Amazon doing their thing.
It's pretty amazing, to be honest, because it was such a like you've been on Home and Away. It was really here in Australia, either Home and Away or Neighbours, where a lot of actors got their chops in regards to learning, how to act and all that type of stuff. So
yeah.
So we've got 3 minutes, guys. We're down to
3 minutes, guys. You want to pledge now, or forever hold your peace, as we said. Let's get it up to 200. So we just need 7 more people to back. It can be from the $9 all the way up to $1,000. We just need 9 more people. So 9 people there who haven't pledged yet, just sign up, click the $9 one, or whatever one, like there's a one-on-one. There's still, how many more one-on-ones are left for me?
So we've got only one of the 1 hour ones left, which is the big $1,000 one. So only got one of those
which
left.
Is, I think, which is like $600 American, right?
Correct. Yep. So
$670 American or 800 something Canadian. So get on that.
And then the Dan Experience, we've got a few of those left, which is $375. And they end up only being 250 US dollars, which is amazing. So you pay more than that for a meet and greet these days. So absolute bargain. So so we're down literally, I think, now to the last minute or so. There you go, 114, 13 seconds. So again, thank you everyone. Yep, it's the last time.
Like you also get the graphic novel as well as all the other ones too.
Yeah, so that's the other good thing is we've been able to use add-on rewards to add on all of the previous campaigns. So yeah,
definitely. But yeah, like to everybody who's backed so far, the 193 people who have already backed, like thank you so much. We appreciate your support. We would not be able to do this without you. So thank you. People, you got a minute left if you want to pledge. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
I have to say a big thank you to Jen. She's been amazing in supporting and sharing this campaign in a lot of Dan fan groups. So Jen, thank you very much. It does not go unnoticed. We really appreciate all the help and support you're providing through this campaign. So yes. Well, here we are, 43 seconds. I can't believe this is like the third one we've done together, Dan. It's kind of crazy thinking, we were wondering whether we could get the first one off the ground, and we're now just about to finish another one. So, yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
22 seconds, and hopefully I'm not sure whether the amount of backers will get us another Kickstarter award this year, but it would be kind of cool to kind of see if we're able to get another Kickstarter award as well. So
yeah, absolutely. But it's been fun nonetheless. We're done. Woo! We got little things popping up everywhere.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you, everyone that came along and asked some questions and interacted. I know a lot of you that we hear had already pledged previously, so we really appreciate that you coming along and supporting, and everyone else that has also helped out throughout the campaign. So, yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much, everyone. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you, Grace, for everything you've done. And appreciative of all the hard work that everyone has put into this, to the graphic novel, and to everybody who is backed. We're looking forward to getting you the graphic novel, and we'll see you all for our next Kickstarter when we get Volume 3 underway.
Yes, and hopefully we have some news for next year that we might be able to release soon in regards to an event that we might be able to put on in the middle of next year. So that would be very exciting as well. So
definitely. We're all looking forward to that.
Hey, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. Have an awesome evening, and we will see you all next time.
Thanks very much, guys. Love you all. Cheers. Thank you.